Okay, let's just dive right in. We're talking about the absolute titans of the smartphone world, right? It's basically this huge global battlefield for what goes in your pocket. So today, we're going to break down the top three players and figure out who really comes out on top and why. It seems like a simple question, but the answer? It's actually way more complex than you'd think. I mean, is it just about who sells the most phones? Or is it the one with the flashiest tech? Or is it something else entirely? Let's get into it.
So here's the thing. The smartphone market isn't just crowded, it's pretty much dominated. We're talking about three companies that have just pulled way ahead of everyone else. And what's wild is that each one has a totally different game plan for winning you over.
All right, kicking things off in third place, we've got Xiaomi. And honestly, their title says it all. They are the undisputed champion of bang for your buck. So Xiaomi's whole game plan, it's simple, but man, is it effective. They basically deliver features you'd expect in a super expensive phone, but without that crazy price tag. And they've used this playbook to just dominate huge markets like India and Latin America, where price really matters. They've actually forced the big old-school brands to totally rethink how they price their phones. And they're not skimping on innovation either. We're talking insane stuff like 120-watt fast charging and big-name camera partnerships. It's proof that affordable doesn't have to mean you're compromising. And that quote, it just perfectly sums up where they are right now. With Xiaomi, you get incredible hardware for your money, maybe the best value out there, period. But they're still playing catch-up on that premium feel. The brand prestige, the super polished software, the stuff that really defines the top two. So at the end of the day, it's a trade-off, right? You get amazing hardware for what you pay, no doubt about it. But the flip side is you have less of that big name brand power, and the software experience can sometimes feel a little unpolished. Plus, the updates might not be as consistent as what you'd get from the other guys. Okay, let's move on up the ladder to our number 2 spot. We're talking about Samsung. And if Xiaomi is the bang for your buck champ, then Samsung, well, they're the master of versatility. They literally have a phone for every single person. Samsung's strategy is basically total market coverage. I mean, whether you've got a couple $100 or a couple thousand to spend, they have a Galaxy phone with your name on it. And here's the crazy part. They're also this giant in the background making the best screens that even their biggest competitors have to buy from them. They're true innovators, pushing the boundaries with things like foldable phones, all while giving you the most feature-packed, customizable Android experience you can get. And listen, this isn't just my opinion. The numbers totally back this up. Seriously, go look at any list of the best-selling phones in the world. You're going to see Samsung's name pop up over and over, from their budget A-series phones all the way up to their top-of-the-line flagships. Their market share is it's massive. So with all that going for them, why aren't they number one? Well, it really boils down to a couple of things. First, their software, which is called One UI. It's packed with features for sure, but some people feel it's a bit busy, especially compared to cleaner-looking options. And second, their ecosystem, their watches, tablets, earbuds. It's good, it's strong, but it just doesn't have that seamless, almost magical connection that our number one contender has absolutely nailed. Yeah, this quote just hits the nail on the head. Samsung gives you ultimate flexibility and choice. They're arguably the most complete brand out there. But what they don't have is that powerful lock-in effect, that special sauce that makes it really, really hard for users to ever leave their world. And that brings us to the top spot. Number 1, the champion. We're talking about Apple. And here's the big reveal. Their win isn't just because of the iPhone itself. Nope. It's because they are the undisputed kings of the ecosystem. So to really get why Apple wins, you have to look past the phone itself. Their strategy, it's not just about selling you a phone. It's about selling you an entry ticket. The iPhone is the gateway. It's the key that unlocks this massive, interconnected world. And the more Apple stuff you add, the more valuable, the more sticky that world becomes. Because once you're in, your Mac, your iPad, your Apple Watch, they all just start talking to each other seamlessly. It's like magic. You can copy something on your phone and paste it on your laptop instantly. You start typing a message on your watch and you can finish it on your iPad without a second thought. And it's that experience, that totally frictionless, integrated system, that's their ultimate weapon. And honestly, it's something no one else has managed to copy. So let's just lay it all out, right? The ecosystem is the foundation. That's number 1. Then you get years of software updates, which builds insane customer loyalty. They also design their own world-beating chips, so the performance is just off the charts. And on top of all that, they're layering in things like Apple Pay and the Apple Card, weaving themselves even deeper into your daily life. It's how they completely dominate the most profitable part of the market, the premium end.
So here's the bottom line. Apple doesn't just sell phones. They sell a complete lifestyle ecosystem. You're not just buying a product. You're buying into a system that just keeps getting better the deeper you go.
Okay, so we've gone through the rankings. Now let's put it all together and compare them side by side. Because look, the best brand on paper might not actually be the best brand for you. And what's so cool about this chart is you can really see the different game plans. Xiaomi is all in on giving you the best hardware for your money, period. Samsung is playing the whole field. They've got something for everyone, from budget phones to crazy futuristic foldables. And then there's Apple, just laser focused on that premium seamless experience that's all powered by their own chips and their own software. All right, let's break it down as simply as possible. If your number one goal is getting the most powerful phone for the least amount of cash, you go with Xiaomi. Easy. If you want the most flexibility, the most choice, and a fantastic phone no matter your budget, that's Samsung's territory. But if what you really care about is that perfect ecosystem, top-of-the-line performance, and knowing your phone will be supported for years, then Apple's the clear winner for you.
So that really brings us to the final, big question for you. When it's time to choose your next phone, what's your winning formula? Is it all about price? Is it about flexibility? Or is it all about that ecosystem? Your answer to that is what really decides who the champion is for you.